Mm. Okay. It's Friday. Happy day. So let's talk about what happened at work yesterday. Because there's always stuff happening at my job. I work with kindergarten, and I have a bunch of Animaniac characters. That's what they all remind me of. A bunch of yakkos, wackos, and dots. What is that? What is that? Part of the bottle? I don't know. Okay. So yesterday, by the time I was getting ready to park, I saw it was looking, hey, sit down. Water bottle want to do flips and tricks and things. I'm gonna arm the house when I get home. Okay. I was pulling up to work and the clouds was like it was about to rain or was about to thunderstorm. And where I work in specifically, I think that's the right word I'm trying to use. At the job where my job is located, excuse me, that's like a central area for when storms come into the city. That's a prominent area where lightning strikes, and lightning is always in the area when a storm is about to come into town. With that being said, policy for us, we have to bring the kids immediately inside if there is lightning within 100 feet of the area. So we get through attendance and I get a radio call saying make sure everybody gets to the cafeteria because there's lightning in the area. All the grades are in there, so it's at least maybe 200 kids in one central area and the counselors that are over those groups. So it's loud and chaotic as per usual, but it's a controlled chaotic. So the kids know they're supposed to be seated, they need to get up, raise your hand, we'll let you do what you got to do. I'm with kindergarten, this is their second week of school, so they're just basically kind of trying to get acclimated to how after school is ran. I have a few characters that do what they want. They genuinely just come and go as they please. I admire it wholeheartedly. It's that childlike, okay, I'm gonna do what I want. Love that for them. However, we can't necessarily do that here. They put on a movie for everyone to watch since we're in the cafeteria. We're in there for like maybe 2 hours when usually we have different things going on. We're outside playing, burning off energy. Then we come in inside for snack. Then we go back outside for a little bit more energy burn. And then we end up going in the classroom to do an activity with the group. We're all in the cafeteria watching a movie. It's loud. Nobody's really watching the movie. And my kindergartners think this is their free time to get up, move, get the wiggles out of their body, because aside from the energy that they have with their teachers, they still got a lot of energy to burn. So it's a lot of me and my co-counselors telling them to have a seat. If you need to get up, you need to raise your hand. But of course, it takes a bit of that for them, for that to click. I have one in particular that is talking while during the movie when we were given specific instruction to make sure the children aren't talking during the movie. And then we have a thing when the lights are out, everybody's voices are off, nobody should be talking, and the lights were off, people was yapping. Got this one kid, they would not stop talking for the life of them. They was up, they was playing, they was standing on the tables at one point. So I grabbed them and I moved them to the front of the cafeteria by the stage, but sitting them on the ground. So just for them to get it together. Because I want you to watch the movie, but you're not going to watch the movie if you're going to be disruptive. So I sat that one down. I have another one. They like to do what they want as well, but it's more of I'm walking away from the group. I'm telling counselors no. This, that, and the third. So I'm talking to them. I'm redirecting them. I'm telling them why I'm sitting them out so they can understand. And their only response is, I miss mommy. I'm ready to go home. I don't want to be here. All the things. I understand that. Truly, wholeheartedly. I don't want to be here either. But while we are here, we need to make the most of our time. However, if you are not going to be following instructions, I'm going to sit you in front of the stage for a little bit until you get it together. More little story, they sat in front of the stage as well, away from the movie. So, while I'm trying to get the one I just sat down on the stage, I go to the first student and I say, let's try this again. I'll let you go back with the group. But if I catch you talking, if I catch you standing up without permission, if I catch you doing all the things you're not supposed to be doing, I'm gonna sit you back over here by the stage. Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool. I send them back with the group. The one I just sat down is having a ball over there. They're flipping, they're twirling, they're standing up, sitting down under the tables, and I'm redirecting them to sit down, get from under the table, do not flip, do not lay down, we're not at home, sit up. And so I go over there and they just end up hugging my leg saying, I'm just ready to go home. I said, oh, my heart. Oh my gosh. It's like the ones that do the most activity and it turns into behavior concerns. They're like the sweetest ones. They're the sweetest ones. They're like my favorite. I don't like calling them troublemakers because they're not troublemakers. They got all this energy and they don't know where to put it. So they just doing stuff to put the energy somewhere. So it was just like, I'm just ready to go home. I want mommy. I don't want to go with mommy. And then they went into other stuff about their family dynamic. I said, okay, well, I understand wholeheartedly, but you gotta come over here and sit down with the group, please. So I walk them back over there. They sitting down. Okay, cool. I have a group of 4 in the bathroom now. There's a whole 2 different kids. Group of 4 in the bathroom playing. My co-counselor brings them to me. For some reason, I'm the HBIC over kindergarten because everybody brings everything to me. It has been like that since I've worked at this place. And then the crazy part is one of the kindergarten teachers, when we were in attendance, side tangent, she was like, you're the best of the best over here, so I'm gonna come to you. I said, okay, thank you so much. I was like, a compliment, but it's like, girl, it's 2 other bodies over there talking to them, but I felt like it was appreciation, if anything, of that. But that's something I already known in my mind. I'm like, I know how to do my job. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Going back to the 4, playing in the bathroom, and the thing is, key contacts. The day before, this is the same, maybe 2 people from the 4 that was brought to me. They did this yesterday. Looking in the bathroom stalls, not knocking to see if somebody's in there. When they get in the bathroom stalls, they're getting down and looking underneath the stalls at other people using the bathroom. And people are coming to me telling me, hey, your kids are doing this in the bathroom. They're hanging on the sinks. They're playing. They're running around loud, screaming. Verbally warned them the other day, you cannot do this in the bathroom. Let's try doing this instead. And giving them the full purpose of what the bathroom is for. Okay, cool. We was good after that. Same 2 out of the 4 from yesterday I spoke to is in this group today. And so, same situation. They ended up going to speaking with admin. I said good, because I don't know what else I can say for them to understand. Girl, tears start pouring. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm honestly, I'm numb to the tears with the kids. If it's not them in pain, as far as them bringing it to my attention, or I've seen them get hurt, somebody hurting their feelings, or the actual situation is just, they just crying just because, I pay attention to those tears. I pay attention to all tears. But if it's just you crying because you in trouble, you got to get that out, friend. It's nothing much I can really, get to, do for you after that. At that point, you did said behavior, and there is a consequence. So you crying because you in trouble, there's nothing much I really can do. So I'm gonna let you cry that out, and then we can talk, right? That's what it was. My friend was crying, their eyes out, and I said, I cannot, you know better than that. And I don't want to double reprimand, because they already spoke with admin, and then they're coming back, rejoining the group with me and my other counselors, and they trying to get their words out, and they crying and this spit and this slobber. I was like, hey, calm down. You know what you did. Admin said that you owe time today from our activity. There's nothing much I can do after that. More tears. I said, okay, put your head down. And I walk away. That's all I can really do for you. What else you want me to do? There is nothing much I can really do on top of that. Okay. So, ended up having to make a form for them. And then I have this one special one. Not special, I'm screaming. But he doesn't like loud environments. And he first time today got headphones, noise canceling headphones, because we're all in there, and he likes to run away from the group when it's too loud. You have to start counting down for him to get back with the group. It's the whole thing. So we're just finding ways to really work with him while with the group. And so he did really good yesterday. I'm really proud of him. I am. He's such a sweetheart. And then I have this other one. They always come, this always happens during around snack time. They come over to me and they're up out their seat, and I'm like, oh, I need you to go sit down. But I want you, Miss Jackson. I said, I'm right here. I haven't left. No, I want to be with you, aka I want to stand up and be next to you. Wherever you go, I'm going. I'm not leaving. Very much Velcro. I said, okay, friend. And then they go into, I miss mommy. I want mommy. So it's like, am I like a small reminiscent of their mothers as to why they're very affectionate and clingy with me in particular? What's that about? So oh my gosh. But other than that, yesterday was fine. They played mini stations in the classroom, which was really great. We actually got some walkers now to walk the kids to go home, instead of it just being one counselor, because I was getting tired of that, because it would just be me with the kids and then the one counselor being the walker. And walking the kids can be, tiresome at some point. I get that. But being with the kids all day by myself, it gets tiresome as well. So I'm very glad we got walkers. So it's split duties. But yeah, that was my day yesterday. Today's Friday. Thank God. And I'm trying to think what I want to eat this afternoon. It's giving kava. Yeah. But I did see something interesting on social media about this girl. Her name is Ashley as well. I love the way her name is spelled. It's very similar to mine. It's just the E in there and an I at the end. She basically was asked out on a coffee date. She declined and turned around and took herself out to eat. And as she should. And everyone apparently was calling her everything under the sun and saying that she was ungrateful, or why wouldn't she take the coffee date, and beggars can't be choosers. It's just a number of, discord and people's opinions being put on this. And eventually in the video, she definitely made it clear, like, please do not essentially yuck my yum. Because I don't coffee. If you coffee, just because you coffee, I do not coffee. It is okay. I don't think a coffee date is within her standard. That is totally fine. For me, I would not accept a coffee date either. One, I'm not a coffee drinker, and even if I was a coffee drinker, no, you're not about to take me to a cafe and sit down with me over a hot cup of joe and think that that's deemable as a date. People's standards are very different. So do not be mad because you think that's as high as it gets for you as a date, and somebody else does not deem that as qualifiable as a date. If anything, that lets me know we need to do a little bit of self-reflecting and see why you're accepting just that as enough for A, man to take you out, and B, to take you out there. I commend her, because yes ma'am, you're not about to take me to no coffee shop. I don't drink coffee. What would the conversation be at the coffee shop? That is for business. Business gets done there. If that was the case, you could have did that at work. You could have brought her coffee order to the job. That would have made a more impactful impression on her. Ask her what her favorite coffee order is and bring it to work, because that's where the setting was. That's where he asked her. And then you ask her on the actual date to a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant with a waiter and a bill at the end. Yeah, that makes most sense to me. Matter of fact, run it back. Get her coffee order. On top of that, get her a gift card from that coffee shop you went to go get her coffee from. Throw an extra $100, $200 just because in the gift card, cash. Then say, I really want to get to know you. I would love to take you out on a date at a restaurant. That's how you get the juices flowing, guys. That's how you show initiative. Okay? Because the ones that would say, oh, why does it have to always be all money? Well, if not that, then what is it about? Because one, if you are not that financially stable to, do those types of things, we shouldn't be dating in the first place. You shouldn't be thinking about love interest at all, whatsoever. Get your pockets right, and that wouldn't be an issue to you. That wouldn't be a problem for you. Because, hey, survival of the fittest, we trying to stand out among the rest. That's how you stand out. That's how you change it up. That's how you grab the attention. That's how you hook them in, But I thought that was really interesting to see how, angry and visceral reactions people were having to her denying a coffee date. People can say no. And no is a complete sentence. So that means people are not used to rejection, not used to being told about themselves. People are not used to being checked. It's a number of things as to what could have had people blow up off of a small encounter they did not have. Is it her and not you that you're upset about? That you would have been jumping at the opportunity for a coffee date? You don't even know what this man looked like. You don't know what that man could be looking like. And then, it just